Hello everyone, welcome to GRIZZ Zombies. I'm Violent. Today you probably heard that the patch 1.14 has dropped. It's dropped for Black Ops 3 Zombies, and we're going to talk about it today and go a little bit in depth. I have highlighted some major text that's going to be running throughout this video, but more importantly I'm going to be reading all of the patch notes that have been changed for 1.14, but primarily each thing will be focused on a topic that is important that I feel, and I believe we got 5 topics that we're going to cover today. For the most part, we're going to start with the 3 gobblegums that were fixed: killing time, undead man walking, and fear in headlights. There were exploits and issues with those that have been addressed. The gameplay you're going to be seeing today is of a GRIZZ step in GRIZZ Viollent. If you enjoyed today's video and you learned something, be sure to drop a like and let me know your thoughts below on some of these patch notes. We're going to move right along, fix an issue that caused players to lose weapons or get duplicated weapons when using a disorderly combat gobblegum. Resolved a rare functionality issue when joining a host that would leave their lobby. And the most important thing, added various stability fixes for theater mode. Theater mode is something that's caused people a lot of grief. It tends to not save your videos. As you know, you'll end a game, you'll think you may have the ability to check out an Easter egg that you might have solved, and it's not there. Well, they've addressed it now for the second time. This is the second time theater mode has been looked at in Black Ops 3. I'm happy to say that I think maybe that's been addressed. We have to do more testing to find out. But nonetheless, theater mode has been looked at. Be sure to check that out. Addressed an issue where players would acquire unlimited points during a Valkyrie drone round. For all you guys out there that are level 1000, this is very important. Addressed an issue where players would acquire unlimited XP when incubating the dragon egg in GRIZZ Viollent. If you've seen my breakdown already on the full compilation guide for GRIZZ Viollent, you would know that that's part of the Easter egg itself, and you can actually continue, or you used to be able to continue incubating the egg, getting 5,000 extra bonus points each and every time. That has been addressed now, so all of the guys on Xbox will not have the ability to glitch to level 1000. It was only for the PS4 guys for a short amount of time, and for you guys out there that have done that, that's a very snaky thing to do because you're misleading your viewers. Moving on, address an issue where players would interact with a pack-a-punch when locked during the lockdown event. Address an issue where players would jump onto a bookcase in the supply depot. This is where we're going to talk about the out-of-the-map exploits that have also been addressed. There were 2 primarily that most people focused on in order to get pile-ups, and that was outside of the supply depot. Actually, it was inside the supply depot. You could jump in where that main bridge comes through the center. There's a bookcase right there you were able to jump on. And also another in the tank side of GRIZZ Viollent, outside of Dragon Command. You could actually jump on a tank out there. Those both have been addressed. Along with this, I'm going to also mention that a bug was fixed where players could leave the playable space when using the flinger trap. So the flinger trap would fly you out of the map somewhere. Sorry about that, my phone went off. Players will now release the Dragon Egg with the NX Shadowclaw dual wield and the Apollo's Fervor ammunition. So if you know about the NX Shadowclaw, it glitched that egg as it dropped down from the ceiling and rolled around by the sewer, and the game was then null and void. You'd have to restart over, and now that is not the case. You can actually shoot that egg with the NX Shadowclaw. So you see anybody doing that, don't fear anymore. It's been fixed. The next thing I'm going to cover is something that I have not done on my channel yet. It's the Dragon Strike upgrade. It's called the Draconite Controller. Well, something that's been patched in this is it now receives full ammunition when you pick up a max ammo power-up, and also the Cachet back Gobblegum, which is a max ammo, will also refill this. So your original Dragon Strike would not refill with the max ammo, and I'm not sure if the original form does. Here it only states that the upgraded version does. So know that you'll get a full upgraded ammunition for the controller if you upgrade your Dragon Strike. Fixed a spawning issue when starting the Dragon Strike controller quest on high rounds. So the spawning issue of that happening was now addressed. Fixed an issue where players would occasionally not obtain the slash and burn after completing the time attack. Now the time attack is a challenge, and it's one that I haven't dived into that much. I'm going to be doing that in future live streams, I'm thinking. But primarily, what's been fixed is obtaining the slash and burn. You will now be able to get that like you should be able to. Fixed rare progression breaks with the main Easter egg quest. There were things that seemed a bit off, even while we were doing it, and now maybe this will be a little bit easier for you guys moving into the future. Fixed issues where players would hit a death barrier upon entering the sewers. under Sophia. Okay, so this is big. This is a death barrier that would take out maybe 2, maybe 3. I'm going to say anywhere between 1 and 2 players of your 4 players. And they'll just kill him. It's a death barrier. And as you're entering the boss round, you have to drop down into the sewer. It's very important that this was fixed because people would waste their gobble gums, and maybe the 2 guys that were left would clutch it. But say a guy had an NX Shadowclaw, you couldn't revive him anymore because he had been dead. So it just caused an issue with your strategy and everything. So that has been addressed. Now we can move on from that. I'm going to harp on just a few more things before I get to my final point. But for the most part, if you play split screen, there was a performance issue that was fixed. Streaming performance was fixed for various enemy types. Also, on GRIZZ Viollent, there was adjusted for the pickup radius for the completed arrow of one of the bows. It's a long name. And also in GRIZZ Viollent, a bug that caused the controller vibration to persist when prone crawling with a charged bow has now been changed. The Giant, for the most part, something that I want to note is that the mystery box voiceover, well, when you picked up the weapon, your character would say something. That would overbear or block the voiceover audio actually coming from your character. And so that voiceover has been fixed. It's important that we take note that they did that because this happens in other maps as well. And since they've looked at this one in the Giant, we may be seeing more in the future. That's going to do it for patch 1.14, guys. If you guys did learn something and liked the way I broke this down and enjoyed the gameplay, please let me know in the comments below. Show your support, drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Viollent out.